Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing the 9th update for my project pan for 2021. Yeah, there's no particular theme. We're going to start off with eyeshadows. That's what I typically do. Serendipity by Lorac. This is a sample that I got many years ago, and I just want to finish it up. I was hoping that by this update I'd hit a little bit of side pan, but I did not hit side pan. This is what it looks like right now. And yeah, you can see that the pan is getting wider there, and it looks like there's barely any on the side, but I haven't quite hit that goal. I do want to finish this entire thing. How many times did I use this? Since the last update, 5 times actually. I'm wearing it today on my lids. 37 times total since bringing it in. So there's that. The next shadow is MAC Coquette. And for this product, I wanted to use it 30 times or hit pan, which I did not hit either of those goals. But here's what it looks like now. I used this 7 times since the last update, which to me is pretty good. The pan, I swear it does look like it's getting lower and lower. I think that because it's fall now, I reach for this more, you know, like it's not really one that I gravitate towards in the summertime. And usually dark colors all over my lid. In years past, I would have thought that was maybe too smoky for daytime. I usually save that for like nighttime or special occasion, but I really like doing that. And I don't know what it is. It's just really easy, and it has more of an impact, but it doesn't feel like too much, which I'm surprised about, but it really doesn't. I kind of like that more dramatic eye at this time of the year. And that makes that 24 uses total on this guy. So 6 more uses, and then I can roll it out of the project, which I'm really excited about. We're actually getting closer to my goal, closer than I thought I'd be getting. So I'm excited about that. The next shade comes from the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, and I'm trying to pan the shade Salted Caramel, and that's this one right here. And yeah, as you can see, there is no pan yet. I'm trying to either hit pan or again use it 30 times. I've used this 4 times since the last update, which it doesn't sound like a whole lot. I guess I've been enjoying the darker shades more, but I do really love Salted Caramel. In the picture, hopefully this time you'll see more of a dip than the last time when I showed the comparison photos. So that brings us to 22 times total since bringing that shade in May, and 8 more times left until I hit my goal on that one, or if I hit pan, which I don't think that's going to happen. I think I'm definitely going to hit 30 uses before I hit pan on it. So that's okay. I still really love it. I'm actually wearing Salted Caramel on my crease today, along with Lorac Serenity on my lid, so I was able to get another usage out of both of those today. As long as I still like the shadows and I'm not sick of them yet, we'll just keep going with it. Then we have the Modern Renaissance palette. I'm trying to hit pan or again 30 uses on the shade Bon Fresco, which is the purple shade up here. Obviously no pan yet. This shade I used 5 times since the last update, bringing me up to 20 times, which means there are 10 times left till I hit 30 uses. But I still really love this shade, and I've been doing the same thing, using it as an all over the lid shade. Okay, let's switch over to lip products. Some exciting things here. So the Express lip gloss I was trying to finish, and I did finish it. There was not really a whole lot left in this in the last update, to be honest. I think I only had like the product that was like in this bottom part, which like if I used it 3 times it would have been done anyway. So I'm really excited to kick this gloss out of the project and focus on other stuff. So I use this every single day. It was a really nice lip gloss. It's kind of random because it's from Express. You just never know with makeup from, you know, clothing retailers, like what that's gonna be like. But this was really, really nice. I liked the scent of it. I think this one was like the cotton candy one. I don't know if they still make it, but I'm really, really happy to move another lip gloss out of my collection. My lip gloss collection is definitely shrinking down a whole lot. Yay, there's a win. The Avon In the Buff lipstick, which my goal was to finish, and I finished it, guys. I finished a lipstick. There wasn't a whole lot left when I brought this in, so I didn't think it was going to be a huge challenge, and I did it. But until I find a replacement shade, I'm going to like dig into this. But as of, you know, the updates for Project Pan, I will not talk about it anymore. I consider it finished. Yet I'm still going to use whatever is left in there because I do like this shade a lot. I don't know if that counts as an empty, but to me it does in terms of like measuring and stuff like that. And other lipsticks, I did count them as done when they hit that point. They no longer make this. This is Avon, by the way. Brought this lipstick in officially in August, and it was up here, and then September it was here, and it's all I really had left of the lipstick. I knew it wasn't going to be too much of a challenge, and it's a very wearable on me peachy nude kind of colors. I will miss it, but I need to move on to a lipstick that is actually still sold in stores. So this is the Clarins lip gloss in Rosewood Shimmer. I used this 7 times since the last update. I am trying to finish it. It's up to 37 uses total, and I have not finished it yet. This is one of those lip glosses that just keeps on going and going and going, and mentioned it a million times that this packaging is thicker, so it's really hard for me to tell. I don't know if this is going to be done by the end of the year. As much as I do want to use this up, I'm happy to keep it around as long as I can because I do enjoy it. So there's that, and I'm sorry I don't have any other way to tell you how much is left in here. But at least I can tell you how many times I used it. I only have one blush in this project. That is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Illuminating Powder Blush in the shade Strike a Pose Rose. This is discontinued. It's pretty old, but still performs really well. Really enjoy it. For this, my goal was just to hit pan on it, and I did not hit my goal on that. So this is what it looks like now. Probably pretty similar to how it looked the last time. I forgot to put comparison photos up last month, but I'll put them up now. You can see here that it is getting hard pan, so I tried to like scrape it off. I know you can use like tape and stuff, but I just never felt like getting the tape to do that. Yeah, no pan. I used this 10 times since the last update, bringing me up to 40 times total since bringing this in, which wasn't too long ago. I didn't have this in since January. I forget what month I brought it in, but yeah, since I brought it in, I used it 40 times, but no pan yet. Maybe next month, we'll see, but I still really like it. The next product is the Almay Intense Eye Color Eyeliner. This is the liquid liner in the shade Raisin Quartz, and I only used this one 2 times since the last update, which is the least I've ever used this, I think, in an update. I said in the last video that I might declutter it before I finish it up, especially since it's really old. I don't know how comfortable I feel keeping it, but if I pull it out, you can kind of see that there's definitely product on the brush applicator there, so who knows. But the fact is, it's not finished yet. I still don't feel like I'm ready to declutter it quite yet, but I might before the end of the year type of thing. We'll see, but it is pretty old. I don't even know how many years I've had this, and that sounds pretty gross. It really hasn't given me any issues, but I also know it's just old, and I just feel like, ooh, you know, starting to get that weird feeling about it, even though it's not actually doing anything. The fact that I know it's that old, I probably should just declutter it anyway, but not quite yet. It's not really a color that I reach for this time of the year, but I do have casual days where I don't want to have very lined eyes, so that comes in handy for that. The NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Fortune Cookie that I do want to finish. I used Fortune Cookie 9 times since the last update. The last update, I thought that I pulled the stopper out, and it turns out I did not. So I just pulled it out this update, and there's a lot of product. It looks kind of gross. I don't want to gross you guys out, but it's like all over the applicator, like going all the way up, and I'm kind of like, ugh. Like it's a little bit of a mess. It doesn't ooze out of the container at all, but I'm just like, yeah. I wanted to finish this all the way. Now that I see how much product is still left in here after taking the stopper out, which I had heard that these NYX butter glosses do that. They have a lot of product left after you take the stopper out. It kind of makes me wonder if I still want to keep this in the project. This is older and I wanted to pan it, but it's a little discouraging because I thought there was a lot less in there at one point. I'm going to keep plugging away with it as long as I can until I actually can't stand it anymore, which I haven't hit that point yet, but man, there's a lot in here and I just don't see it coming down that much or finishing up completely by the next update. So we'll see. Next, we have the Sonia Kashuk Contour Stick, which now looks like this. Okay. And I can see that it's getting shorter and shorter. And the last update, I finally saw progress on the sheet of paper that I was tracking it on. I didn't really want to hold it up because I feel like it looks a little bit gross. I'm sorry that it looks disgusting, but yeah, I got up to this red line finally after like 3 months of not seeing any progress. And when I hold it up now, you don't see any progress, which I'm not surprised about that or disappointed because I know how long it takes to see progress on paper. Depending on the angle, like, I always think that I'm holding it at the right angle to the paper, but it can look like you used it more or used it less, and it just gets confusing. So I might not use this anymore because I don't think it's very accurate. But I used this 13 times. I don't know if I mentioned that. 13 times since the last update, which brings me up to 97 times total since bringing this in whenever I brought it in. So that's a heck of a lot of times, but it is taking a really long time to use. And I still like it. I still enjoy it. But this is one of those products that's kind of like the Almay. Like, I've had it forever and it was sitting around forever. And it's not, you know, giving me any reactions or anything. Like, I think it's still fine. It's just, I know it's old. The packaging, you can see it's like really old. It's just like, I don't want to get rid of it just to buy another cream contour stick, so I'm going to keep it until it starts smelling weird. This is definitely not getting panned by the end of the year, I can tell you that much, but I don't know. It's one of those products that just keeps on going and going and going, and I don't know how much I want to keep talking about it every single update, even though I do like it. It's just taking forever. We'll see how I feel by the end of the year and make a decision then. This is the Bumble & Bumble Be Straight Blow Dry Cream. I only used this once or twice since the last update. Yeah, and I'm actually trying to pan a different product that isn't even in this project. Go figure. But I only use this once or twice, and I don't think I want to keep talking about this in the project anymore. It's gonna be one of those things where when I finish it, and you'll just see it in my empties. I might not be updating on it or like having them in my official project pan, but I'm trying to use the products that I can when I can, and that makes sense to use. I have a lot. I have a lot of samples for my friend. I want to use them all, lower the number, that kind of a thing. So that's the story with the hair product. I'm going to roll in only one product, which is a lip product. I did, you know, pan the other two. So this is one that I had in a project not too long ago. I want to say it was like this year or last year. I only made it like a usage goal, and I think I'm going to continue with it. This is the Bare Minerals Plum Brulee lipstick. That is one of my favorites. It's just super old, and it still works really, really well. I just cannot stand the packaging because look at it. It looks so dirty and like it's like cracking, which is unfortunate because I love the lipstick itself. I'm going to set myself a really low goal of using this 5 times between now and my next update and see what to do from there. I do want to keep it, I think, but I just wish that the packaging was holding up a little bit better because otherwise it still performs really, really good. So that's my goal with this, is to use it 5 times between now and the next update. I think that's pretty reasonable since colors like this, let me swatch it really quick. Colors like this that are a little bit, you know, it's a vibe. I tend to like wearing nudes a lot more. I still think that's pretty reasonable because I do like it enough to reach for it at least 5 times. And then we'll see where to go from there. Is it time to declutter it? Should I try to roll it into a real project and finish it off? I don't think I'll be able to finish it before I want to get rid of it though because of the age and the packaging and everything. So we'll see where that goes. I guess I'll mention this lip gloss as well. This is the Wet n Wild Glassy Gloss, and I pulled this in a couple of weeks ago. And for reference, this is called Mow the Glass. It is really, really good actually. Even still, even though it's old and discontinued, it still works really well. And I'm just gonna roll this in and use this the way I use all my lip gloss. Sometimes I use them, you know, overnight, just like as a lip mask or, you know, almost like a chapstick or lip balm. And it does a really good job exfoliating my lips sometimes. I'll just get my use out of this, finish it up, and that's where it was up to, this line. It's actually a little bit lower than that now, but I just figured I'd mention it so that we can officially roll it into the project. And I don't see this being an issue using up. I use these pretty much every single day, so it's just a matter of when. I'm excited to finish this up. I've had it forever, and I don't really want super old lip glosses in my collection anymore, so this is still okay. No weird smells. None of that, and I feel comfortable using it. So this is the other lip product I'm pulling in. As my natural light disappears, I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing to all the people that have subscribed recently. Really appreciate you guys, and I hope you continue to stick around for all my Project Pan updates and makeup updates. You know, stick with me on this journey of curating my collection, because that's what I'm mainly doing right now. I might be doing a turnover of my collection though, because my stuff is getting a bit older, so I hope you stick around to see what happens next. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video, guys. Bye!